Alright, this is for my face. Let's go. I have a bunch of timestamps. I'm gonna focus mostly on edge guarding. And even the thing that I say about neutral is you fix it later, like 10 seconds later. The first thing I put down is that if you get a weak F smash, you can always run off fair. Like, F smash has a ton of hit stun, and around this percent, I think at lower percents they can side B immediately, but when I get a weak F smash, I always run off fast fall down and fair, or reverse up B. Fair, reverse up B edge guards are like what you should be doing most. And reverse up B also means that if they're really low, then you just reverse up B to the stage, grab ledge, and roll on. But fair reverse up B edge guards are what you should be learning to do, because it would be over by now. Like, the first stock would already be done, and you'd be one stock ahead instead of what actually happens. Again, if you get a down B, especially if you get a down B, always fast fall off fair or a reverse edge guard. A reverse up B edge guard. Like, it's so easy after a down B, and this just allows them to get back on. I mean, it's really rough in the beginning, but these are things you should have consistent, and like, it's just, I can see that your instincts aren't there. Even this jab is the hardest to do for following up on this, and he might actually get his up E started by the time you hit him, but you can still do it on jabs. This would have worked on Battlefield, but since he was able to ride the wall. The other thing to pay attention to there is Randall. You could even fall on Randall and then F smash him. Like, Fox's recovery is so bad, and you should just disrespect it almost every time you possibly can. Like, your neutral and punish game, I do mention your punish game like once, but you fix it like a minute later and you're actually doing the right thing. Your punish and even your neutral, to an extent, you're really good at knowing when to shield and stuff like that. But your neutral could always use more work. Movement always needs more work for everyone. Even that was a tough decision, so I'll let you get away with that. But all the recovery issues that I had are gone over by this point in the video. The only other one I could mention is that if you get a detail by the ledge, then you can also go down and fair slash reverse up B. You don't even have to go as low as Me2 King does to get those crazy side B ones, because if they're too low to get reverse up bead, then you just reverse up B to the ledge and roll up, like I said. The rest of this game, recovery is the other side of the coin where you should always be consistent. And when you fail at sweet spotting, it's like tough as Marth, and there's some things as I could mention. I'm just gonna go over it really quick and pause the video because I have a ledge here. So a lot of the times people will do Marth killers, and that'll force you to up B onto stage, which is the safest option. The best possible option is a really low sweet spot, or up being far away and then falling down, and then you grab the ledge without hitting his shield, so he just sits there like an idiot. But if you aren't going to die and you get another chance at recovering, then you might as well go for going onto stage because it's the safest one. But doing that is sort of like giving up like your advantage, because like by all means you're in an advantage in that situation. You just need a sweet spot because they're doing nothing, so you have the advantage. But it's so precise and hard a lot of the time that you shouldn't really go for it all the time. So it's just like, as an aside, you should be going for sweet spots, but especially when people are getting up and shining you after, you need to be going for that sweet spot and like just hoping that they're getting up too late. Because the other thing that I wanted to mention about it is when people go on the ledge, they have a certain amount of invincibility, and once that invincibility's up, they either need to refresh their invincibility or get up onto the stage. So if they miss time getting onto the ledge, you already know you can dip down low enough to recover it with a sweet spot and make it on. And also, if it's so tight that they can't refresh invincibility in time, which like pros like Armada are really good at getting in like the perfect timing for that, but most people don't know how to, and they just get scared and go up on stage. There's another point, I'll mention it too, where you do it. But I just want to like do a little crash course on like how to think about recovery. Maybe it'll help, I don't know. This grab never works. I like to think of it as just like 2 up tilts into the chain grab. The grab won't work and I need a F smash. But you can also up air and you might catch their jump, depending on where the F smash will send them. It's better. But after 50% is actually how you should think of it. It never works, because you might just get 1 up tilt at 45 and then you need to know not to go for the grab. And here's where like up tilt would have, or up air would have been better. Like fair is all right, but up air is better. There's another like thing you can do with Marth's up air if you get good enough. You can weak up air into F smash at pretty high percents for a kill. So just juggling him with up air over and over and over is actually the best thing you can do. But it's hard to get the finish. And yeah, there's the moment where you didn't refresh your invincibility. You can refresh your invincibility really quick with quick side B in situations like that, but it's hard to think of that, so I don't blame you. But it is easy to think, oh, I need to roll up now because my invincibility's out. And like, I don't know, could have worked if he down B'd and he went straight up, but you know, you should know Fox is gonna try and ride the wall. You don't want to win on people's mistakes as much as you can help it. Starting about right now though, your play starts to drastically improve. That whole mess with you should have been dead 3 times there. Side being way too high, jumping way too high, and then air dodging way too high, but... Okay, starting now, your play starts to drastically increase. In how good it is. He could have mashed out there, too. Like, this is all pretty much just shy away from perfect. Which, shy away from perfect, just got you killed, so... You know, Mewtwo King likes to go down with a bear a lot of the time. But that's just because he knows he has enough time to turn around and use a bear. A lot of time you don't have enough time when edge guarding, and you should go down with fair. It's tougher to hit the weak fair into the Firefox, but it's possible at every place Fox starts up B off stage under the ledge. There wasn't actually a lot of him recovering high or starting up B high or side B nonsense. That was actually good positioning for that starting up B high. But when they start up B high, I like to say jab if they're above the ledge, detail if they're below or level to the ledge. Even for side Bs. Because people expect Marth to down tilt, so they want to side B over it if they can. If you know when, then that's good. I was gonna just do 2 sets, but I mean, if you just want good analysis, then you can stop there. But I'm just gonna watch the rest and see if I can see anything. I only really have enough time to prepare for 2 analysis. Like, even there it paid off, and that was sloppy. You should be going off the ledge to edgeguard Fox as much as you can, because Fox's recovery is the worst in the game if you stop it before it starts. And Marth is really good at doing that. And it's really hard coming off the ledge as Marth, but another thing is that also you missed aerial fastfalls like that one where you dare early. Those are really important to like practice and keep in mind, because usually when you're in practice, right, you practice the muscle memory of like instant up air, instant fast falling as soon as you possibly can. But when you jump up in the air like that and you dare, you need to like time your fast fall in a different way than your muscle memory knows. So you need to be really conscientious of that, and maybe even practice doing it at different times. The other thing Gravy was talking about recently, I'm pretty sure, is that for fast falling, sometimes when you click an aerial at the same time as you fast fall, it doesn't work because the aerial input is being done and it doesn't buffer the fast fall. So sometimes you need to double fast fall, which is sort of unheard of high level technique. People don't talk about it that much, and it's not really important. You just need to time your fastball properly. But I think it's worth mentioning. Aye. that's where getting some momentum before you bear would be good. But also, you just want to sort of stay on stage and jab the option to go to the ledge and then cover where they actually go. And you know, maybe some of the options I'm saying aren't the best for you, but that's fine. Like melee, you can find other bests, right? So you did that earlier in the set where you just walked up to him and F smash, but he just stood there. That's rough. Alright, hope the analysis helped. What else the most? Oh, thank you for the set. I need to remember.